Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. 17. Yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion now is Lee. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On second down, here's Bortles. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And taken right on the 30. Look at the spin. Balance. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons. Now Ryan on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but they in the field, throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And it's fielded at the 34. Good move at the 30. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Ryan. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Coming left, it's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, good move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They begin with a run by Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. In motion now is Lee. From the gun, it's Bortles. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Bortles. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Black 58 rail. 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 Green 90.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. The swing pass caught. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now it's Freeman, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that said,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. In motion now is Lee. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Freeman. Shifts by him. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. Had a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, Charles, looking at the AFC and NFC championship games, quarterback position, you got Tom Brady, but then you got Foles, Keenum, and Bortles. I don't know that anybody saw that quartet coming.
I don't think that they saw that quartet coming, right? I mean, everyone saw.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this will go out of bounds, and they're still short of the line to gain, so this is going to be a turnover on downs here. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Now Bortles. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Freeman. And now running right through it. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run it. Freeman. Oh, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a